How important is the outdoors to students at Western? Here's what a few of them had to say. Live.
Do any fun activities outside?
I like to run. I'm on the cross-country and track team here, and I'd say that's the majority of the time I spend outside is running.
Sometimes when I'm really stressed out, all I need to do is really just take a walk, and that fresh air just really helps.
Things like running for me are incredibly valuable in that they allow me to do that, to sort of push everything aside and kind of reassess, recalibrate, and sort of on one hand develop a plan of action, but also realize that these things aren't the end of the world and they ultimately aren't going to define who I am or what I identify with, and to me that's incredibly valuable.
There are a couple of really positive benefits that people experience from nature. One of them that's been shown in several different ways is that time in nature increases your altruism. It makes you more inclined to think of the needs of others and not just of yourself. Another kind of benefit are the psychological benefits where you have stress reduction, you feel perspective, you have other types of benefits. It turns out that both of those depend on the degree to which a person is sensitive to or responsive to beauty in nature and responds with a sense of awe about nature. So the more likely you are or stronger you respond with awe to a natural setting, the more likely you are to experience psychological benefits and to have the kind of higher altruism. So that's a very provocative, interesting kind of finding that perhaps points to a sense of meaning that comes from being in a setting that the person interprets as beautiful and larger and more encompassing than themselves.
Do you think being outside makes you happier?
Totally. Gives me time to think and reflect and be happy.
By a very powerful earthquake off the coast of Indonesia, and it generated a tsunami that went across the Indian Ocean 550 miles an hour. It travels through the ocean. So the time that it travels from the epicenter to make landfall can be very, very short. So off of Indonesia, it took about an hour or so until it made landfall. So the amount of time that you have to warn people to evacuate is very, very minimal.